Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
A bittersweet sight as the Tropicana became an official part of Vegas's past. We have a recap of the historic hotel casino's implosion. Good morning and thank you so much for joining us on 7 at 7. I'm Cynthia Puga. In top stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Early this morning, we said our final goodbyes to the Tropicana. 7 at 7 anchor Lena Bleets was there and brings us the final moments of the historic hotel.
Almost 7 decades of history is now reduced to just 2 massive piles of rubble. I know you can't quite see them, but that is the site of the former Tropicana Hotel Casino. At 2:30 this morning, an incredible 7-minute fireworks and drone show celebrated the Tropicana's history.
When people came in from California, Tropicana was the first property they would see. And so it was very iconic. It was like the welcome into the city.
And then welcomed the new era, which will include the future home of the Las Vegas Athletics.
I think it's so in keeping with what Vegas is, to continue to push forward and look forward and rebuild.
And finally, 2,100 pounds of explosives brought down the 2 remaining Tropicana towers, leaving behind a massive cloud of dust and countless memories.
A Toronto-based mining company and its CEO have filed a lawsuit against Wynn Resorts after claiming that the casino failed to investigate loaned funds that were gambled and lost by a California man. The company that filed the lawsuit against Wynn is James Bay Resources. It claims that David Bunavax used money from the CEO and the mining company to gamble. Bunavax controls 2 different companies in which James Bay Resources and the CEO made 3 loans to, totaling about $4.6 million. Federal regulations require casinos to file any suspicious activity for transactions made over $10,000. The plaintiffs are seeking damages for negligence and consequential damages. And former President Donald Trump will be speaking at a Hispanic roundtable this weekend in Henderson. Trump is expected to discuss his economic proposals, including his pledge to eliminate taxes on tips. The roundtable will host Nevada community members, union workers, and small business owners. According to a statement from Building America's Future, Nevadans will share how they think the policies of the Biden-Harris administration have driven inflation. In Business, brought to you by GBank, your best banking experience ever. The Sphere seems to be quite successful in pulling in sold-out crowds for its shows, but its shares fell on Tuesday after it was announced that the company's chief financial officer is leaving. The shares fell 2.8% after David Burns resigned from Sphere Entertainment Company. Burns also served as the company's executive vice president and treasurer. He'll continue his current role for an interim period during the search for a new CFO and treasurer. Moving on to your weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. We'll be seeing sunny skies and light winds through the afternoon for today, with a high in the upper 90s as we slowly get away from those triple digits and finally transition into the fall weather. Taking a look at the rest of the week now, temperatures are going to continue to linger in the high to mid 90s into the weekend before dipping into the 80s. We'll be feeling those overnight lows in the 60s.
Now for your sports update, brought to you by PT's Taverns. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstaverns.com. The Golden Knights host their home opener at T-Mobile Arena tonight at 7 p.m. against the Colorado Avalanche. After losing 6 players to free agency July 1st, all eyes will be on the offensive output and who steps up to fill the void. 5 departed players were part of the team that won the Stanley Cup in 2023. The 6 players the Knights lost combined for 85 goals and 182 points last season.
In Your Health, brought to you by Centerwell Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. Pneumonia claims nearly 50,000 lives each year, but what preventative steps can seniors take to limit the infection? Well, to avoid catching the viral infection, consider getting a flu shot, RSV shot, and a COVID-19 booster in the fall. While vaccines cannot prevent pneumonia, those who get them experience fewer complications. The CDC recommends pneumococcal vaccines for people 65 and up. There are 3 vaccines available, so be sure to talk to your doctor about the most effective option for you.
Sports betting brought to you by the Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. Golden Knights fans continue to back their team. Westgate Superbook oddsmaker Ed Salmon said the money keeps coming in on Vegas to win the Stanley Cup. The Knights opened at 18-1, but they had to lower them to 16-1. The Edmonton Oilers are the clear favorites to win the Cup this season. They're 7-1 at the Superbook, followed by the Stars, Colorado Avalanche, and defending champion Florida Panthers at 10-1. The Knights are minus 275 at the Superbook to make the playoffs. Vegas Nation brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. Raiders head coach Antonio Pierce says uncertainty remains as to which quarterback will start in Week 6 against the Steelers. Gardner Minshew was benched for the second time mid-game and replaced by Aiden O'Connell as the team lost 34-18 in Denver. In the midst of it all, owner Mark Davis spoke with Shedeur Sanders during Game 3 between the Aces and Liberty last Friday. In a video that went viral on social media, Davis can be heard telling the Colorado quarterback that he watches all his games and added, "Who knows, you may be home right now."
In your lifestyle news, brought to you by LV Craft Shows, has been bringing you the finest crafting gift show since 1999. Visit lvcraftshows.com for upcoming events. There's a new Italian restaurant now open at the Renaissance Hotel. LVRJ food columnist Jonathan Wright has the details on Zio's.
And there's a beautiful barrel vaulted ceiling that's painted to resemble marble, tons of greenery, circular booths, and seating. And their signature dish is a 20-layer lasagna. Super thin layers of pasta, bechamel, and bolognese. Menu of Italian classics, but with a twist. There's still, in a nod to its former incarnation, a selection of steaks, including two 32-ounce chops for two, one of them being a tomahawk.
Now for entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's has live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. A legendary Vegas production has been immortalized with a street sign to commemorate 30 years on the Strip. The must-see show Mystère by Cirque du Soleil received a permanent tribute revealing the new street name. Mystère Dreams Avenue has replaced the former Sirens Cove Boulevard at the main entrance of the Treasure Island Hotel and Casino.
The sign will serve as both a tribute to Mystére's rich history and a beacon guiding future generations to the magic of its performances.
Thanks for watching 7 at 7. You can watch us Monday through Friday on streaming platforms like Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and YouTube. Join us weekly at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. to get the latest Las Vegas news updates. And as we leave you, here's another look at the amazing fireworks show that happened this morning for the implosion of the Tropicana.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.